All right, Josh, let's head out west for one big game in the Coliseum. And USC's schedule, of course, reviewed by yourself and myself and all sorts of people before the season, and seeing what USC would need to do to get to a college football playoff appearance, which seems almost dead at this point, but to a Pac-12 championship game now, and nobody gave any consideration to Arizona and Khalil Tate, who's burst onto the scene and replacing Brandon Dawkins at quarterback and is just a rushing menace for any defense in the Pac-12. And now this is for the division lead, Arizona at the Coliseum against the Trojans.
Yeah, so to your first point, USC's playoff hopes, done. It's over. There's no chance USC is making the college football playoff. That you can go ahead and move on to 2018 if you're a USC fan, because it's not happening. They lost two of their most important games this season, and even if they were to run the table the rest of the way, too many things would have to happen for USC to get back into the mix. Now, for Arizona in this game, I actually think the Wildcats are going to pull off the upset. USC's run defense has struggled against some of the better teams it's faced. It allowed 6.5 yards per carry to Stanford. It allowed over 8 yards per carry to Notre Dame. Those are two great rushing teams. Arizona might have the best running back in the country, and he's playing quarterback. Khalil Tate has run for 840 yards in 4 games on just 59 carries with 8 touchdowns. He has been outstanding. I think people have started to kind of hear the buzz about Khalil Tate. I don't know how many people have actually watched him play. This is an opportunity, if you get the chance to watch him late against USC. I think he shreds that USC defense, a team that's been battered with injuries, no bye weeks all season long. We've heard those storylines. I love what the Wildcats are doing. They're on fire right now. It's kind of funny how Rich Rodriguez is going to luck his way into saving his job because Dawkins gets injured and now Tate comes in and sets the world on fire. But all of a sudden, Khalil Tate is evoking memories of Pat White and Rasheed Marshall and Denard Robinson and the guys who have been the best quarterbacks that we've seen under Rich Rodriguez. He finally has another guy like that. And Arizona is really good. I actually think the Wildcats, if they win this game, I think you can obviously say it, but I think the Cats might win the Pac-12 South, which nobody saw coming even 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, Washington State not nearly as good as what we had seen early in the season, but still they beat USC. They only had one loss going into the Arizona game last week, and then the Wildcats just put it on them. And Washington State, despite throwing the ball 84 times in that game, was just run out of the house 58-37. And Khalil Tate, if I get this straight, those 840 yards, Josh, all came in the month of October, and so that's the most yardage that any player, running back, quarterback, has rushed for in like 12 years in college football in 1 month. That's like 200-plus yards per game. An amazing run by Khalil Tate, and a Pac-12 Cinderella story in Arizona if they can pull off the upset at USC. All right, Josh Parcell from College Football Country, you got to join him right there for his interesting take into the world of college football. A lot of angles on the topics and stories that interest all of us, plus his rundown of his selections for each and every weekend. Josh, we appreciate the discussion.
Of course, man. Thank you.